Welcome to Video Animation Beginners class with Sir Clement. We'll be looking at the topic scenes and environment. How do you use scenes to create an environment? Scenes and environment are very necessary when you're creating a video. Makes your video look unique. For example, when you want to make a video beside the seaport or on the road, or you want to create a video inside a room, so that's why you need to know how to create scenes and environment, so that once somebody see the scenes and the environment or the background of your video, we know that this is what this animator is trying to say. So before we enter into our topic of today, let me quickly play the 3 different scenes that I'm going to be showing you, but there are more scenes that you're going to learn on your own. But today I'm going to create 3 different scenes, so let me play the video. Okay, these scenes and environment. The first one is on the road, a bike rider on the road. This is the first scene that I'll create. The next one is a ship entering a seaport. Then the last scene here is a girl sitting beside the river. So those are the 3 scenes that I'll be showing you how to create it. Okay, let's quickly go to our today's topic. So the first scene that we'll be creating today is the scene on the road. Click on image and we click on scenery. The scenery, we look for a building that we are going to use, so we click on this. Once we click on this, we increase the size of the building. I think it's okay. Carry. Then we position the camera. We click on element properties and let me reduce the animate to 0, the time pause to 0 and the transition 0, and click OK. So the next scene is for us to insert the road. So we click on scenery also, and remember when you are creating your scenes and environments, you usually go to the scenery to get a different kind of scenery environment that you can create from this scenery. From here we increase the road, the length of the road, and we increase the width. I think it's okay like this. So from here we can click on element properties and reduce the animate to 0, the pause 0 and the transition 0, and click OK. And we can fix the camera. So the next thing for us to do is for us to insert the bike rider. We go to people, then let's look for the bike rider. Then the bike rider, click on it, click on the bike rider, then we reduce the size of the image, carry the image to the right. So from here we position the camera, lock the camera, and we click on element properties, and let's keep it at 5 seconds, and we reduce the transition to 0. We click on moving. We want it to move in from the right, and the drawing hand, we click on no hand and we click OK. So from here we can now play it and see how the video looks like. Okay, that's the first scene that we have created. Now we move to the second scene of the seaport. We want to recreate that, the seaport, how a ship is entering the seaport. We click on the scenery and we look for the seaport. Okay, there is a seaport here. We now carry this to a new canvas, position it here. We increase the size, we are adjusting the size, the image, we increase it. Okay, we are adjusting the size. Okay, we are done adjusting the size. So we click on element properties, we reduce the animate to 0, pause 0, transition 0, and click OK. And we position it. Next is to click on add new image and look for the ship. Go to vehicles to look for the ship that we are going to use. Okay, let's use this ship here. Click on it. I think the size is okay. Let's reduce the size of it to this, and from here we can click on moving. We want it to move in from the left, and the drawing hand, we want no hand, and we click OK. So from here we can lock the camera. So let's play it and see how it is. So that's it for our second scene. Let's go to the last scene of tonight. A girl sitting by the river. So let's go to a scenery, look for the river, that there's tree there. Okay, here is the scene. We move it to another canvas and keep it here, increasing, adjusting the size. So we are done adjusting the size of the image. We lock the camera, click on element properties and reduce the animate to 0, the pause 0, transition 0, click OK. The next thing for us to do is to insert an image. We go to people, then we look for the girl I want to insert. The girl is over here. We click on the image, we reduce the size of the girl and we carry it on top of the bridge. I'll keep the girl there. Let's reduce the size of the girl again. I think it's okay now. So from here we can use fading. We don't want the girl to move, fading. Then we can use 0.1 seconds, then the pause, let's keep it at 0.5 seconds, transition 0, and click OK and click the camera position, lock the camera. So from now let's play it and see what will happen. So that's it. Let's play it from our first scene. So it's the first scene on the road, the bike rider moving in, and the next one is the seaport, that the ship is moving into the seaport that we just created. And our last scene is the girl sitting beside the river. Okay, so that's how you create scene. You can create other scenes to tell the audience what you're about creating. That's all for today's class. So we've come to the end of today's class. On our next class, we'll be treating on how to insert charts in Videoscribe. Thank you and goodbye.